How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. How to fix narcissistic behavior. That's the title of this video. Addressing narcissistic behavior can be challenging, but it is essential for fostering healthier relationships and promoting personal growth. In this video, I'm going to give you 15 strategies, each illustrated with examples to help mitigate narcissistic tendencies. Now, number one is self-awareness. The first step in addressing narcissistic behavior is developing self-awareness. This involves recognizing and admitting that one's behavior might be harmful. For instance, a manager who regularly belittles employees might start reflecting on the negative impact of their comments and seek feedback from trusted colleagues to gain insight into their actions. Number two is therapy. Engaging in therapy with a licensed psychologist can provide valuable support. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, can help individuals understand the roots of their narcissism and develop healthier thinking patterns. For example, a person who constantly seeks admiration might work with a therapist to explore underlying insecurities and learn to validate themselves internally rather than externally. Number three way of fixing narcissistic behavior is through empathy training. Building empathy is crucial for addressing narcissistic behavior. One practical approach is practicing active listening in conversations, where the focus is entirely on understanding the other person's perspective. For instance, a narcissistic individual might start by asking open-ended questions and reflecting back what they hear to show genuine interest in others' feelings and experiences. Number four way of fixing narcissistic behavior is mindfulness practices. Mindfulness and meditation can help increase self-awareness and reduce self-centered thinking. Regular mindfulness exercises such as deep breathing or body scans can assist in recognizing and managing one's emotional reactions. For example, a person might use mindfulness techniques to pause and reflect before reacting defensively in a discussion. Number five way of fixing narcissistic behavior is through building self-esteem. Developing a healthier self-esteem that isn't dependent on external validation is key. Engaging in activities that build personal competencies and self-worth, such as learning a new skill or hobby, can help. For instance, someone who frequently seeks praise might focus on personal achievements and self-improvement rather than external approval. Number six way of fixing narcissistic behavior is setting boundaries. Establishing and respecting boundaries is essential for healthier relationships. Learning to recognize when one is crossing boundaries and respecting others' limits can mitigate narcissistic tendencies. For example, a person who often interrupts others might practice waiting until others have finished speaking before contributing their own thoughts. And number seven way of fixing narcissistic behavior is accepting criticism. Developing the ability to accept constructive criticism without defensiveness is vital. This involves viewing feedback as an opportunity for growth rather than a personal attack. For instance, instead of reacting with hostility when receiving feedback at work, a person could acknowledge the critic and consider how it might help improve their performance. Number eight way of fixing narcissistic behavior is fostering genuine connections. Building meaningful reciprocal relationships helps shift focus away from oneself. Investing time in understanding and caring for others can reduce narcissistic tendencies. For example, someone might volunteer for community service, focusing on the needs of others rather than seeking personal gain or recognition. Number 9 way of fixing narcissistic behavior is gratitude practices. Practicing gratitude can shift focus from oneself to appreciating others. Keeping a gratitude journal where one records things they are thankful for, including the contributions of others, can help. For instance, regularly noting down acts of kindness from friends or colleagues can cultivate a greater appreciation for others. Number 10 way of fixing narcissistic behavior is learning to share. Developing the habit of sharing attention and credit with others can help counteract narcissistic behavior. This involves acknowledging and celebrating others' successes alongside one's own. For example, during team meetings, a person might make a point to highlight the contributions of team members rather than focusing solely on their own achievements. And number 11 way of fixing narcissistic behavior is understanding vulnerability. Recognizing and embracing one's own vulnerabilities can humanize the self and reduce narcissistic tendencies. This might involve sharing personal challenges or imperfections with trusted individuals to build authentic connections. For example, a person might openly discuss their struggles with self-doubt in a supportive group setting. Number 12 way of fixing narcissistic behavior is avoiding manipulation. Identifying and avoiding manipulative behaviors such as guilt tripping or exploiting others is crucial. Learning to interact honestly and respectfully can help. For instance, instead of using guilt to get a favor, a person could make a direct and respectful request without manipulation. Number 13 way of fixing narcissistic behavior is improving communication skills. Enhancing communication skills such as being clear, respectful, and empathetic can help reduce narcissistic interactions. This involves practicing nonviolent communication techniques and being mindful of how one's words and actions affect others. For example, using I statements instead of you statements can reduce defensiveness and foster more constructive conversations. Number 14 way of fixing narcissistic behavior is through seeking feedback. Regularly seeking feedback from trusted individuals and acting on it can promote growth. This involves being open to others' perspectives on one's behavior and making necessary changes. For example, a person might ask close friends or colleagues for honest feedback on how they can improve their interactions and relationships. And finally, you can fix narcissistic behavior through commitment to change. Committing to ongoing personal growth and change is essential, recognizing that addressing narcissistic behavior is a continuous process and being dedicated to making consistent effort is key. For instance, setting personal goals for improvement, such as practicing empathy or enhancing communication skills and regularly reviewing progress, can support long-term challenge. By implementing these strategies with commitment and patience, individuals can work towards mitigating narcissistic behaviors and fostering more balanced and fulfilling relationships. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and share widely to all those who may need it. Thank you.